Hello, today I will show you Incident Management System version 2. For version 2, we added three new features. First one is users should be able to select the start and end dates of the incident if necessary. Second one is the users can edit or delete the existing incident report if necessary. And the third one is users should be able to upload documents to the incident report if necessary. Let's look at the new features. I enter the system with my informations. Now in the home page, we have 5 options here. The new ones is edit incident management and delete incident. And third one is I will show later. Now I will create a new one. Title is version 2 video. Our new feature is if the user want choose the date or start date and end date. Now this step is for these requirements. If you want to write something, you can do it, or you can press and choose a today date. Now here is the other informations. Laura Newton. Status in progress. Below. Other requirements is attach the documents. If you want to attach documents, you write the yes and or ye. Now, this step, you should write the head of the documents. For example, this one. I paste it and press enter. Document attached successfully. If you want another document here, you can do it easily, but I don't want now. Press enter again. And incident created and saved is successfully. Now we can do it the edit options. Press 3 and select the version. We have only one incident. Enter the number. For example, change the title. And change the this status, for example, and done. 3. And for example, it's okay. It's enough for me. Save and return. Now we check the changes here. New title and our old title is version 2 video. It successfully changed. And status done. Let's check it. Our status is in progress and it's changed. Date is today and date not specified. Now it's all of them is work successfully. Okay, now I will show the all test classes. It's number of 10. First one is create directory test. This one is verifies that the folder name is this one. Actually exists after calling the create documents directory method, and the negative version is here. I start the test. Let's work on it. and it's done. Now the second one is we have four methods here. First one is verify with get attachments. This one that the attachments are empty at first after two files are added. The number of attachments is 2 and the attachment path are in the list. And the second one is after attaching three files, removes one with remove attachment and verifies that the remaining two attachments contain the correct ones and not the removed one. And third one is this test attempts to remove a non-existent attachment and verifies that the only existing attachment is still in the list and that the number of attachments has not changed. And the last one is duplicate attachments. Verifies that the same file path appears twice in the list when it's repeatedly appended. And start the test. And all of them is done. Other classes for the dates. Uh, First one is verify the dates of the incident object created with the given start and end dates are set correctly and then have the expected new dates when updated with set start date, set end date. Second one is check that if the end date field is left null when the incident is created. And third one is verify that when the date after the end date is set with set start date, the start date is updated and the end date remains unchanged. And the last one is verify that when a date before the start date is assigned with set end date, the end date is updated and the start date remains unchanged. Now let's start the test. All of them is done. This class for the descriptions part. And this one validate that when a valid long enough description is assigned to get description, method returns the new description. Uh, when a description with very long text and checks that the content is both stored correctly and is longer than 1500 characters. This one is test with special characters and the null point exception test, empty description test, and very short uh, description test. Now let's start the tests. All tests are working very well. Now this class for the file operations. This test verifies that the file The given name was actually created after calling uh, these actions, this method, and the negative one. Start the test. First one, second one is done. Now other class for the priority changes. Verifies that the get priority method returns the correct value when you update the priority from low to medium, important, and urgent, and the negative ones. Start the test. It's good, okay. The next one is for the status test. The same thing on the priority. The initial status should be start, and then get status should return the correct value when set status changes to valid status such as in progress, done, and delayed, and the negative ones here. Start test and good, done. Another one is title test. This test class verifies that an incident object can be created with a valid title and that a null point exception is thrown when the title is null, as you can see here in the negative and the positive here. Let's start the test. It's done. Good. And this test class verifies in a single class that the user assignment to an incident object is correct, that multiple events can be assigned to the same user, that the null user ID is preserved, and that acceptable behavior occurs in the case of a null user. Here the positive values and the negative values. Null user, empty user, multiple user, and positive user. Start the test. All of them is good. And our last test class is the user test class. This test class checks that the get user ID method of the user object returns the correct user ID, and the authenticate method authenticates successfully with a valid username and password, unsuccessfully with an incorrect username or password. Here the positive values and the negative ones. Correct, 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 wrong, and the wrong username, wrong password. Let's start the test. Here all of them is good, as you can see easily. Now all of them is here. It's time to finish.